Hi everyone, welcome to Values. Today we're going to talk about CCIV because it is of massive interest to everyone. And there's a lot of people trying to get in front of the line to the fact that they're willing to pay $52.70. This is a SPAC that's just risen so much in the past month. Like, we're going from basically a $10 SPAC all the way to $52 with no official deal. But if this Reuters article is to be believed, it says Lucid Motors nears SPAC deal as Klein launches financing. So if they're launching financing, basically all the terms and conditions are done. They're just looking for private investors to bring in the extra cash, and it's a done deal, which could be done in a matter of days, and it could be official by next week, which will be amazing. And it could really light a rocket on the SPAC once the deal is confirmed. But of course, until anything is confirmed, as I've learned in my life, that until anything is confirmed, it is not official. It is not, it still has a chance of failure. And I think we always have to be aware of that risk that, hey, if you buy at $52, even though what everything says around you, you still have to be wary that, hey, if the deal does not go through, $52 goes to $10. So be wary of that risk. But if the deal goes through, $52 goes to over $100. So you kind of do that risk and reward kind of comparison, and you decide whether it's worth it to do something like that. Originally the rumors were there was a deal that was going to be done at $15 billion, and the recent figures kind of match that. So I kind of believe that, hey, a lot of details coming out is seeming like it is true. So if we look at the details, it's $12 billion for Lucid Motors, and then we add on the $2 billion from CCIV, which brings it up to $14 billion, and they're looking to raise $1 billion or even $1.5 billion from private investors. And basically that brings it up to 15. So it does really seem, it really adds up to the initial rumors. So I think everything is basically in place. Everything matches up. They've been in negotiations for quite a while. They've really kept everyone in suspense, and it will be so nice to finally see that official kind of situation, that official headline that says this is done. But of course, do hold your breath and do, be wary that, hey, it may not happen, even though it looks like it's going to happen. That, hey, there's always the risk that it falls through. Be prepared. But if it goes through, I think everyone is going to be happy. There's a lot of people invested in this. It's the fact that it's up to $13 billion for the SPAC that only holds $2 billion. That's quite crazy. So you gotta analyze the situation and go, is it worth you getting in there right now if you aren't in there, or is it worth you holding if you're already holding a very large gain? So yeah, I think you do your own risk and reward situation. I think if we were to look at Lucid itself, Lucid has a massive long-term plan to basically challenge Tesla in their kind of playground. But they say them and Tesla are going to basically work on, side by side. Tesla hits the more, I guess, lower to medium kind of tier, whereas Lucid kind of hits that real high premium tier. As they say, they're luxury, and Lucid and Tesla is basically premium, which, I guess for them there's a difference, though there is a lot of people that attest that, hey, Tesla cars are nice, but they're not luxury nice. So I think there's a void where Lucid comes in and fills that void, which also makes Lucid basically a very valuable company if it can succeed in proving itself to be a luxury EV company. Like right now, there's just not many companies that are matching Tesla when it comes to tech, hence why Tesla is in such a lead. The fact that we've got a company like Lucid that is actually more in front in some of the tech. Like the fact that their cars are 15% more efficient than say like Tesla's, that's quite an amazing feat that you got to give it to Lucid. And it's just like QuantumScape. QuantumScape isn't producing anything for the next few years at least, and the valuation of it went up quite a bit because it's basically the market trying to justify technology and the potential that leads in the future. And it's going to be the same thing with Lucid. It's not producing anything, but in the future the potential could be quite large for this company, hence why there's so many people interested in the company. And by the time it happens, everyone's going to be pretty happy. Like if this deal goes through, it's going to be a really nice long-term company to hold on to, and every year it's just going to add more and more value. So that's the beauty of being able to buy into a company like Lucid. It won't be cheap, but it will be quite rewarding, and CCIV right now is the way in. But hey, it might not go through, but the chances are right now, with the time that they've spent negotiating, with the connections of the people, it seems like basically it is a done deal, especially with an article that says they're already launching financing, which is basically the last task on the list before they make it official, because basically you need your financing. Though let me know if you don't think this deal will go through, or if you do think it's going to go through, or if you have any other questions, just post below. It seems, this is a deal that we've been following for quite a while. Like, there's been so many SPAC deals that we've followed that have gone from rumors to being official quicker than this deal has happened. Like, this one's really taken its time, and it will be really nice to actually get to a final conclusion and see where it actually leads to. But I'll hopefully by next week. Like, if they're actually getting financing, it should just take a couple or a few days, and after that they should be signing on the dotted lines, and we should have a deal at least by the end of next week. If we don't have a deal by then, I think it'll be really strange, because in the world of financing with these numbers, with the time that they've been negotiating, most things should be set and done. And I don't imagine there's too much more to really talk about unless they find something else. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about this deal, and hopefully it goes through. I do like Lucid as a company. I think it has a lot of potential, and it's definitely something that I want to buy into. But yeah, until it's official, Lucid is still very much a private company, and we still have to just wait and see, I guess. But I don't want to jump the gun and say it's done, but it looks to be almost done. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this goes. But the fact that it's up to $52, it just really shows the confidence of the market in terms of its interpretation of the information out there, that hey, this feels like it's almost done. But we do have to hold our breath, and we do have to see how things go, of course. But yeah, until then, good luck investing, everyone.